Trinity is the child of generosity. The First Methodist Church gave time, money, a minister, and even part of its congregation to start Trinity. In response, Trinity's congregation has been generous. Capital campaigns have always been successful. The day-to-day operations of the church have been funded by annual giving of its members. Contributions to the larger United Methodist Church have always been fulfilled.
It's good to be with you, Shane. It's nice to have an opportunity to talk about generosity here at Trinity. And I want to start with just something really simple, which is, what is the budget at Trinity United Methodist Church?
Yeah, Michael, the budget here at Trinity, the discipleship budget, is almost $1 million. On top of that, the Finance Committee oversees the Trinity Treasures preschool and after-school program, the Salt Hawk Community Group, and the Circles of Hope Reno County. With all these ministries, wouldn't be possible without the support of our church.
Yeah.
And those ministries have a huge impact here in Hutch, and not only Hutch, but around the world.
So how is Trinity doing financially?
Financially, we're very strong and growing. We're in great shape. We're well financially because of the faithfulness of our congregation. It's all because of the church family and how well they give.
That's awesome. Shane, is there anything else you want to share with the congregation about finances at Trinity?
I would say there's a couple things. First of all, over the years, we've had some amazing staff and wonderful pastors. Especially, I'd like to thank our church administrator, Faye Summervill.
Yes.
She's a wise steward and makes a big difference in the financial health here at Trinity.
Wow, absolutely.
So with that, it's really a big thank you to this congregation, this church family, for what they've done over the years.
It's great to be with you, Jeff Ollenburger, the chair of our Endowment Foundation. And I want to start with a real simple question. Can you just explain what is the Endowment Foundation?
Yeah, it's a great question. The Endowment Foundation is probably one of the more quiet organizations operating here within the church, but the work it does is so important. Currently, we manage and oversee about $2 million in assets, gifts from prior members of the church that have remembered Trinity in this way, and we manage those resources and provide the interest portions of that to the ministries and the missions here of the church.
Yeah, that's awesome. I know one of the things we do is college scholarships. How many students have we helped?
Well, this is really kind of the fun part of being involved in the endowment, is we get to send young people away from Trinity with a scholarship showing the support and love of this congregation. And for the past 30 years, we've given away almost 160 scholarships of $1,000 apiece.
Man, that's fantastic. I know we've also been able to do a lot of building improvements and renovations. Do you know how much money the foundation has given to that?
Well, as you know, this is a big building. There's a lot of needs, and thankfully, and through the generosity of so many, the foundation has been able to provide $400,000 in resources for this church to maintain the facility and to work on projects as they come up.
I'm curious, do you know what the total amount of money the Endowment Foundation has given to Trinity?
It's a big number, and it's great. And since inception in 1989, we've given away almost $1.3 million in funding directly back into this church to make a difference in the everyday operations, ministries, scholarships of the people that come through our doors every Sunday.
Wow, that is awesome. I know Endowment Sunday is coming up in May, and I'm curious, what are your goals for that day?
Well, we're fixated on this 100 number as part of our Centennial. So our goal this year is to get 100 gifts of $100 to be a part of the annual fund. And of course, we're going to use that time to really encourage people to remember the Endowment Foundation and their planned giving and their estate plans. We really think there's a long-term desire from members of this congregation to leave a lasting legacy at Trinity.
That's awesome. Great. Is there anything else you want people to know about the Endowment Foundation?
This is a committee that is allowed to focus on the next 10, 20, 50 years of the life of this church. We have that luxury, and we'd love the congregation to think about long-term things like that with us in their estate plans.
Faye, it's great to talk to you today. You have served as the church administrator for over 3 decades, so I think you have an important perspective, and I want to know what you've seen in terms of financial stewardship here at Trinity.
I've seen tremendous generosity from this congregation, Michael. Every time we've had a need, the congregation has stepped up. We've undergone numerous renovations to the building, upgrades to the building, additions to the building, times when we've needed to recover from floods and disasters like that. And any time that we've had that occasion come up, the congregation has stepped up. They've written the checks, they've funded the project, whatever it was. And as a result, we have a wonderful facility that works very, very well, that we're very proud of. The congregation has taken care of us every time.
It's really amazing to hear about the generosity of the people here. And really, that generosity makes ministry happen. So I'd like to know more about the ministry made possible by the stewardship of the people of Trinity.
Just the everyday ministries here at Trinity with children, with worship, with our Sunday schools, with our after-school programs, all of those things that happen day by day, this congregation supports very generously every year. We have a wonderful staff that the congregation funds. That makes a huge difference for us. So all in all, we are extremely grateful.